Audio Jungle.
Having me here tonight. I'm going to talk a little bit about the early childhood programming in Rockford itself, and then specifically get into Dennis School. I put up here some colorful triangles, because everything we do in preschool has color. The two green ones to the lower right, well, I was planning to just point, so I might as well do that. We are in a daycare center down here close to Harrison and Mulford. So we're supporting daycare teachers to add another layer of instruction, basically giving them certified teachers in the classroom. Nashville School is close to Sandy Hollow Golf Course, and Fairview's close to Cheese. I don't know the last time you guys have been there. Those two centers are the largest. They have about 700 students in each center. Byers School is right across the street from Blackhawk Housing. They are a school that's going to turn into a full early childhood center. They currently still have some upper grades that are phasing out and will move into the new Kishwaukee School. So it will become a full preschool center. Right up there is Summerdale School, which is located right behind Mercy, which is hard to say, isn't it? Most of us, it's not Mercy. But, and then here, way over here in the corner, that little green triangle is Dennis School. And for those of you who need a landmark, we're pretty close to Ingersoll Golf Course. We are very much off the radar over there. Most people don't know where to find us, and we kind of like that, believe it or not. Tucked away on the south, over there on the west side, surrounded by beautiful greenery. We have a large backyard and a lot of park space behind us. We're very lucky to be where we're located at. The early childhood program itself is serving about 2,300 students. In the city of Rockford, we know we have about 2,700 preschool-age students, so those who are 3 and 4, who are living in poverty. So RPS 205 is servicing about 2,300 pre-K students. About 93% of those are considered to be living in poverty. The city of Rockford also has a program that serves an additional 475 students. That's weird.
Thank you for saying that.
That's even better. Okay, so what do we do? When you come into the preschool classrooms, this is very different than daycare. And a lot of people think that they're the same, but they're in fact very different because we are providing schooling to our students. So they are getting literacy and math instruction every single day, but we're also providing them with some other components, large motor, gross motor, for example, and a lot of social emotional learning is happening in preschool. We really believe in educating the whole child. And when we look at our community and the statistics that are coming out of it, we think where we're putting our time and effort into that social emotional component will really pay off in the long run. Longitudinal studies have been done regarding early childhood education, and they found that for children that were in high-quality preschool programs, as they became adults, they had higher education levels, higher lifetime earnings, they were less likely to be involved in social services, and also were less likely to commit a crime, which comes down to an economic impact sort of outlook for us as a community. It can have a huge difference for us. With Rockford specifically, we have looked at how our kids do as they enter kindergarten and how they're doing on their tests compared to peers who were not in programming. And what we've found is that we've evened the playing field for our students. We're closing the gap for our students. And when I say closing the gap, we consider that students that have had preschool have a little bit of advantage over their peers who haven't, right? And we're looking at the background knowledge that our students come into kindergarten with. The majority of our students are living in poverty, so they have not had the same type of experiences that a student living in a middle income or upper income home would have. We see a gap in experiences they've had. We see a gap in the language that they've been exposed to. And those create some significant barriers for students. And so when they enter kindergarten, there's a bit of a knowledge gap with those students. And so we're trying to close that. We're trying to close that. And our data is showing that we are doing that, and we're very excited about that. About 350 students, and I know almost everyone's name anymore, and I might lose a few, so I'll state that. We are a zone school, as the schools in Rockford are, so the majority of our students are living close to where we're located at. We do have some students from other places. Our current number for low income is 90%, and that's because we have 8% that did not provide us with that information. So as homeless students don't have to provide that information, we know that 8% of our homeless population did not give us an income. So we know it's higher than that. We also have about 15% of our children who have special education needs, and another 15% that qualify as homeless. So when I talk about the term at risk, I use the picture of the luggage because that phrase that we say when someone has a lot of baggage. This is a perfect visual for that because my students have a lot of baggage. And the biggest one that they're carrying on their little backs is poverty. And I think, like I said, we're assuming we're at about 98% poverty. And when you are living in poverty, we know that you're experiencing certain things. You're less likely to have had proper medical and dental care. You're less likely to be eating nutritious meals. You're not having as many engaging experiences with adults. And in fact, you're having a lot more negative experiences with adults. Hart and Risley did a study years ago where they actually quantified that. They said a student living in poverty is receiving 3-to-1 negative interactions on a daily basis. 3-to-1 negatives. Where a child in middle and upper class is receiving 2-to-1 positives. Hearing adults making a significant difference for students who are facing those at-risk indicators that I was talking about. We have a lot of students with special circumstances, and we work to be those caring adults in the lives of our students. Our students are much cuter than the students at Kennedy, so the teacher's afraid of the little ones. It's hard not to like them because they like everybody. They really do. Most of them are just so happy for attention. They're just so happy. You want to spend time with them. You'll find that they are very warm and encouraging. We work hard to build community with our students. We want them to feel engaged and connected with one another, because if we start that now, we hope that continues on with them through the school years, right? Especially once that middle school age hits. We set goals as a school. We write SMART goals just as the older buildings do. We're tracking how our students do in literacy and numeracy. We're specifically tracking our print awareness this year, so I understand what letters are and that they have a purpose, that they serve, they provide me with meaning, and then recognizing patterns. Patterns I hear is the basis of math, but math has never been my favorite thing. Miss Amy. And then instructional support. So we work a lot with our staff on making sure they're talking through the thought processes they use when they're solving a problem. So we have a joke that they're going to make t-shirts that say, "Have you talked to yourself today?" Because we're trying to teach students the thoughts we go through, the process we go through in solving problems. So we're often talking to ourselves in there. And again, the biggest thing we do is teach social skills. We do have a curriculum for that specifically as well, where we are working on the thoughts and feelings that we have, and all feelings are okay, but we need to handle those in appropriate ways. So we are constantly working on that one. Right? So some of you come and read for our students at Dennis, and we greatly appreciate it. You give us the opportunity to provide more students with some one-on-one interaction, which is very important. And so we appreciate those of you that have come in. We'd love to have more of you come in. We'll make you comfortable. The children will melt in your hands and will just enjoy the experience tremendously. Those of you looking for more, we'd love to have some that would like to come more regularly and perhaps build a relationship with an individual student. And we do have a couple of students that could really use someone like that. If that's something that you'd like to do, please let us know, and we'd be happy to pair you with